Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. Letter I week. I am thankful week. Today I'm going to read a book to you that's a nonfiction book about why we celebrate Thanksgiving. And it's called Thanksgiving Day by Gail Givens. Gail Givens is a children's author that writes a lot of books to help explain things in the children's world. She's a great author. If you ever buy books online or go to the library when we can, she's a good author to check out. Gail Givens. November. Thanksgiving is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November. See the little turkey peeking out there, friends? Thanksgiving reminds people of the pilgrims that many years ago came. They wanted to worship God in their own way, which they weren't allowed to do where they lived. So those are the pilgrims. They left their home in England and sailed across the ocean to a new world in a ship. The name of the ship was called the Mayflower. The voyage was very difficult and stormy. The Mayflower was very crowded too, and many of the pilgrims became sick. Finally, after many weeks, they sighted land. They rode to the shores of America to begin their new lives. They began building homes. The cold winter came. The pilgrims had little food to eat. Some of them died. Spring finally arrived, and friendly Native Americans showed the pilgrims how to plant corn and beans and pumpkins. Look at what they're using, friends. They have a basket of fish there. Do you see that? And there's a fish down in that dirt with the corn kernels. The pilgrims learned how to hunt better too. Their crops grew and grew. When fall came, their harvest was great. The pilgrims wanted to thank God for the food that they would have so they could get through the cold winter months. They decided to have a Thanksgiving feast. The pilgrims invited their Native American friends. They had wonderful things to eat. There was turkey and nuts, herbs, bread, and cranberries. And they made sauce from the cranberries. They roasted deer meat. There was cornbread, beans, maybe pumpkin pie. Is that some of the things you eat at your Thanksgiving? The pilgrims and the Native Americans played many games together and shared happy times. The feast lasted for 3 days. There was so much to be thankful for. Our Thanksgiving Day is celebrated much like the pilgrims' very first Thanksgiving. Some homes are decorated with corn stalks and pumpkins and gourds, colorful fall leaves, so it looks like harvest time. Pictures of pilgrims and turkeys appear in the windows and on the doors. Sometimes candles are lit. Horns of plenty, representing a bountiful harvest, may be used for decoration. That's also called a cornucopia. Hymns of thanksgiving are sung, and prayers of blessings are said. Family and friends gather together for a feast. Many tables are filled with some of the same foods that the Native Americans and the Pilgrims had. There's cranberry sauce and a big turkey with breadcrumbs and herbs and nuts. Also, there are sweet potatoes, beans, squash, cornbread. Sometimes there's even a tasty pumpkin pie for dessert. Games are played. Remember it said the Native Americans and the Pilgrims played games? They didn't play football, but they played games. There are grand parades to watch. There's always a big parade on TV called the Thanksgiving Day Parade. People ride on floats and there's music. On Thanksgiving Day, there is much to be thankful for. What's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving? Tell your mommy and daddy. I love it all. I love homemade noodles. I love the turkey. Pumpkin pie with whipped cream is definitely a favorite. You guys have fun making your placemat today with the Native American and a pilgrim on it with your hand. Bye.